You don't need discipline to make money. My name is Texmc-kenze. I'm a former accountant and now in insurance. No matter how little, you promise yourself, I will invest this year, maybe monthly, and I'll start yearly. Who knows? No matter how little, I'm going to start. But somehow life happens, you postpone, you forget, you miss payment, or you just forget and spend it all on some months, right? Not because you are lazy, but because you are human. I once had a client who wanted to build wealth privately. He wanted insurance coverage for himself and his family. His target was 30 million naira for 10 years. That was what he was going to invest in to get a bigger outcome in the future. But he was worried. He said to me, Tex, something might come up. Or, am I sure I might be able to give up to this 30 million naira for the year? Like for 10 years, putting 30 million naira. I might need the money. I don't want to default. And that's when I told him something very simple that changed everything. Why don't you activate direct transfer? So I said to him. And he was like, oh, makes sense. He didn't even think about it. And that way, instead of him to force himself to be disciplined for something he wasn't sure of, and rather for him to default, that way the banks automatically pays the insurance companies monthly or yearly. Whether you remember or not, the system stays disciplined for you while you focus on your business, your career, and your life. The wealth is currently built in the background, no stress, no reminder, and no missed payments. All you need to do is fill a form and never worry about insurance payments ever again. Or you don't need discipline, sir, you need systems. So I told you. You see, the fallacy to build wealth is crazy. Discipline work, a lot of people will be wealthy. Life interrupts your plan. School fees, emergencies, business cash flow. All you have to do is decide the amount you want in the future. Break it into monthly or yearly payments. Activate direct debit from your bank and forget about it. The bank pays automatically. You don't need reminders. You don't need motivation. Now, let me break it down more. Imagine you have two people earning the same amount. One become wealthy, the other stays stuck. Here's the difference. Person A relies on discipline, which is not bad at all. He said, I will remember to invest monthly. Some months he does, some months life happens. Person B uses systems. Money leaves his account automatically. No thinking, no remembering, no excuses. 10 years later, same income, very different results. Wealth doesn't reward effort, it rewards structure. Here are 3 common mistakes about building wealth with discipline. Number 1, the common mistake is waiting to feel ready. We are always waiting to feel ready. Everybody, okay, the money that I have is not enough. This amount is too small. Or whoever told you that you can't use 20k to build 100 million? Whoever said you can't use 50,000 naira or 100,000 naira to build a 10 million naira wealth? For a young girl, some of us are young, still working and coming up, and we can actually have extra 100,000 naira that we can invest monthly to start. But we want the money to be big, for example, like when I'm ready, that's when I'm going to be disciplined. So you don't need to wait till you feel ready. Saving only when money is left. Trusting memories instead of systems. Crazy, right? While real wealth builders do the opposite. They automate first and leave on what remains. If your plan depends on motivation, it will fail. Build something stronger carefully. So if you're serious about money, listen carefully. Draw your ears. Do automate your savings and insurance payments. Do lock consistency into the system. Do think long term. Don't rely on discipline. And don't wait for reminders. And lastly, don't touch money meant for the future. Because one part creates peace and the other creates regret. Trust me, smart money is usually born and very effective. I never even understand this thing of, I will remember, I will just put in the money. Like, I never understand that. You go to a typical Nigerian and tell them, oh, why don't you activate a career-wise account or a PKBS account that automatically takes out this money when you want to, because those are setups that they have inbuilt into those systems, those softwares and those apps. You tell them, I beg, I want to be serious of these things. I don't know when they will crash, they will leave Nigeria. Unnecessary bohaha talk. Just put in the money. They want to have another bank account. Some of them will have like 7. They want to have different bank accounts that at the end of the day, they will put in the money by themselves. Relying on their brains, forgetting that their brains lack consistency. So stop freaking using your brain sometimes and use systems that have already been put in place for you. Automate that savings now and that investment and that insurance payment right now. And another thing people don't understand is automate before spending, and also you only spend what is left. Yes. So not taking out your spending money before you automate. before you save or anything. Automate before spending. Savings. Use insurance back plan for first savings. Set it once and forget about it for the rest of your day, for as long as how many years you want to continue doing it. Because that's how long goals get funded quietly. So that is how I had a client that almost quit his wealth plan even before start. But he told me something may come up, I don't want to default. So I automated everything, because there's always been a problem with some of those clients when they come to do insurance policies is this policy is good for me and it's going to take a long time. Some of them are coming for 12 years, 6 years, 5 years, 10 years. And they always feel this pressure. Will I be able to meet up? It's always a constant. It's always one of our problems when it comes to insurance with clients is, will I be able to keep up? I won't forget. I will need this money. Something may come up. But at the end of the day, when he was able to take this direct transfer route and never worried about it anymore, his money is automatically taken from his company. He works in an oil company, and they don't just sack people like that. Now, and once he started, a year later, he never tried harder. He stayed consistent without effort. Consistency with little to no effort. Do you understand? All he needed to do was go to work in the morning, make the money, get paid. At the end of the month, the bank do the heavy lifting without you doing nothing. Come July 2026, he's going to receive his first 25 million naira. He's doing a plan that gives him 100 million in the next few years, and that plan warrants them to pay him out every 2 years. Warrants him to pay out every 2 years. So by 2026 July, his first 2 years, he's going to receive 25 million. That is 25% of his 100 million. So tell me, when he receives that money now, how is he going to feel? He's going to receive 25 million naira for his first interest payout on his insurance policy. How does that sound? Wonderful, right? So your future doesn't need your policy. Your future doesn't need your discipline. It needs your decision. Make that decision now. Open that CarrierWise account. Open that savings account with piggy banks, with bamboo. Open that insurance savings account. Commit to it and make that decision and go and sleep. Go about your everyday. Because if you don't, life would interrupt you. Responsibility will pull out of your money. Emergencies will test you. Why build a financial plan that collapses under pressure? It doesn't even make sense. Smart people plan for failure by removing choice. Stop trusting your willpower. Start trusting systems. So you don't need discipline. You need systems that protect you from yourself. If you like more of this, please like, follow, and share to a friend that needs to hear this.